In this video, I'll show you exactly how to get your PR in Canada as a doctor, from federal express entry programs to provincial nominee programs. The main occupation codes for physicians are 31100 for medical specialists, 31101 for surgical specialists, and 31102 for family doctors and GPs. Let's start with express entry. It's the main way Canada brings in skilled professionals like doctors. It's a points-based system. You create a profile, get scored based on your age, educational, language skills, and work experience, and then wait for an invitation to apply for permanent residency. For internationally trained physicians, there are two key express entry programs. The Federal Skilled Worker Program is ideal if you've got at least 1 year of skilled experience outside of Canada, though your points increase significantly with 3 years of work experience. You do not need to have a Canadian medical license to apply through express entry Federal Skilled Worker Program. This is an important distinction with some of the other options I will share soon. For this program, you'll need strong English or French scores, minimum CLB 7 but ideally CLB 9 or 10, an educational credential assessment for your medical degree, usually from the Medical Council of Canada, and a minimum of 67 points out of 100 on the Federal Skilled Worker Program selection grid.
Okay, what else?
The second program under Express Entry is the Canadian Experience class, which is perfect if you've worked in Canada for at least 1 year, for example during a fellowship or temporary license. If you've been self-employed in Canada working under a fee-for-service model as a physician, your experience now counts towards Express Entry. Within Express Entry, Canada has been inviting physicians through the Express Entry healthcare category draws. If you've got 1 year of continuous experience in healthcare role in Canada or abroad, you could get an ITA with a lower CRS score. I said 1 year, not 6 months, since you need at least 1 year of work experience to qualify for FSW or CEC programs. Several provinces have dedicated immigration pathways just for doctors, designed to bring your skills exactly where they're needed the most. These are called Provincial Nominee Programs or PNPs. Now let's take a closer look at some of the key provinces and their physician-friendly streams, especially those that may not require a traditional job offer.
I don't have one.
As Canada's more populous province, Ontario has a strong demand for doctors, and there's a big update. Under the Employer Job Offer Foreign Worker stream, self-employed physicians in Canada can now apply without a traditional job offer. Outside of this, most Ontario streams still require a job offer, but the province regularly holds targeted express entry draws for healthcare professionals through the Human Capital Priority stream. British Columbia offers strong options for physicians. The Healthcare Authority stream under the Skills Immigration stream is designed for doctors, nurses, and allied health professionals, but it usually requires a full-time job offer from a public health authority in BC. Alberta's dedicated healthcare pathway, part of Alberta Advantage Immigration Program, is designed to attract skilled healthcare professionals. To qualify, you'll need a valid job offer from an Alberta employer in an eligible healthcare role, and you must meet the licensing requirements set by the province's regulatory body. Manitoba's PNP offers several immigration streams, most of which require a connection to the province like prior work, study, or family ties. For physicians, the skilled worker stream is employer-driven, so having a job offer from a Manitoba employer significantly boosts your chances. Nova Scotia's physician stream is a direct pathway for doctors. It specifically requires an approved job offer from either the Nova Scotia Health Authority or the IWK Health Centre. This stream is highly streamlined, and the province even offers support for obtaining LMIA exempt work permits, allowing you to start working sooner while your PR application is processed. The other option is labor market priorities for physician stream, which is similar to the physician stream but is express entry based. You also need a job offer for this stream. If you have a license from UK, Ireland, or are currently practicing there, this stream might be a great option for you. New Brunswick is also actively recruiting healthcare professionals, and while the skilled worker with employer support stream requires a job offer, the province also targets healthcare occupations through its express entry stream. This stream uses an expression of interest system, and if your profile is strong and aligned with the provincial needs, you may receive an invitation to apply without a job offer. New Brunswick too regularly holds targeted draws for healthcare professionals, making it a promising option for qualified candidates. Even Newfoundland and Labrador is proactive in recruiting internationally, and while most applicants will need a full-time job offer to qualify under the express entry skilled worker category, a major advantage is the expedited licensure process, for doctors trained in countries like UK, USA, and Australia. Saskatchewan offers an attractive pathway for physicians through its international skilled worker occupations in demand stream. And the best part, a job offer is not required for physicians, though it is important to check the latest eligibility list directly on their website. To qualify, you need a minimum score of 60 points on their expression of interest grid, which looks at factors like education, experience, language ability, age, and ties to the province. Prince Edward Island's labor impact category typically requires a job offer. However, healthcare is a priority sector, and candidates with strong express entry profiles in healthcare occupations may be invited through PEI express entry draws even without a prior job offer. PEI also has a physician recruitment program and a fellowship program for IMGs, which can lead to job offers and subsequent PR pathways. Their immigration programs, such as Skilled Worker Stream for Northwest and the Skilled Worker Program for the Yukon Nominee Program, primarily rely on employer-driven streams. This means that you'll need a full-time permanent job offer from a local employer for nomination. One of the most important things to understand here is that getting PR in Canada does not mean that you're licensed to practice medicine. PR gives you the right to live and work in Canada, but to treat patients as a physician, you'll need to go through a separate licensing process regulated by each province or territory. I have a video on the licensing process for physicians that I will link in the description. If you're still figuring out the next steps, whether that's choosing a province, applying for licensure, or planning your immigration strategy, I've linked a free guide in the description to help you make informed decisions. And if you'd like personalized support with selecting the right program, preparing your documents, or applying for a work permit or PR, I'd be happy to help. You can reach out using the link below. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.